Relationship banking is one of the most underutilized and underappreciated tools and connection points within your journey to financial well-being and wealth building. For some reason or another in our culture and society, we skip right from the 9-to-5 job directly into investing in these really large, elaborate strategies and schemes. For some reason or another, we tend to completely ignore the value of our banking relationships when it comes to stabilizing and growing our finances. Though the wealthy and successful will tell you, if you ask them the right questions, how vital their banking relationships have been in their journey to developing and maintaining their wealth. I've made it my mission on this channel to reintroduce relationship banking to you in connection with financial health and well-being and growing your wealth in the long term. And in the process of doing so, I ask questions, bring context and guidance around relationship banking, connecting those dots for you when it comes to building your wealth. Today's video is going to be covering the biggest battle when it comes to relationship banking that people have is who should I bank with, large or small institutions. I'm going to help you give context to that, what questions you need to ask yourself, how you can make that choice so you can get the most out of your banking relationship going forward. In this video, this is JP from Blueprint for Prosperity, helping you to increase your net worth through relationship banking, maximizing your borrowing capacity, proper use of life insurance, and the ownership of real estate. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm uploading content on a daily basis to help you customize your blueprint for prosperity. First off, we're going to start with a series of questions you need to ask yourself when choosing your financial institution. We're going to help drill these questions down to whether or not you should be banking with a larger or smaller financial institution, but this all starts with you first. So I jotted down a handful of questions to help give you context so you can tailor this to your specific needs and not go off of the general hearsays of where you should be banking. The first thing you need to ask yourself is, what financial position are you in? So when I ask this question, this is in relevance to, are you in college or fresh out of college, starting your first job? Are you, in the height of your working career and have numerous assets? Are you towards your retirement years and have a simple income flow or multiple streams of income? Where are you financially currently when you're making a decision on where to bank now or where to bank next? This is the type of starting question you need to ask. This is going to snowball you into your financial needs. The next question, what are my current financial needs? What type of functionality do I need to have out of my bank? What type of transactions will I be doing? Do I have a household that I need a family banking needs? Do I need multiple checking accounts, multiple savings accounts? Are there diverse loan products that I need? Maybe I need someone that has a mortgage, credit cards, and boat loans, auto loans, motorcycle loans. What type of financial needs do I have now and in the foreseeable future? Do I need a bank that offers a connection to an investment platform so I can tie all of this together in my relationship banking? What are your needs? The next question is going to be, what are your financial goals? You have your positioning, your needs, and this should lead you to, what are my overall goals with my finances today, in the near future, and in the long term? This will help you understand more about who you need to be banking with, because you're going to ask yourself questions like, am I going to be moving at some point in time? How am I going to house my assets? How much of my net worth is going to be kept in my banking relationship? Am I going to be somebody who keeps a minimal amount of cash for emergencies and everything else is going to be in assets? Am I one of those people who's going to keep a large amount of cash and, very few assets, and I need very sturdy banking relationships? I need certain levels of access to my money. I'm going to be transferring money in and out. I'm going to be transferring money to different people. I need efficient methods of transferring. I'm going to be swapping money between institutions on a consistent basis. Banks have different forms of infrastructure. They are not all the same. Not all large banks, not all small banks offer the same services. It's important to ask yourself these questions. So once you hopefully have those three major questions answered and you've drawn that picture up of your avatar, now you're going to ask yourself, based on what I need, where I am, and what my goals are, where am I going to be treated the best? Where, what's available around me and where am I going to be treated the best? Are you in a smaller town where you may not have access to larger institutions? You only have local and regional banks. Are you in a major metropolitan area where you have a ton of banking options, large and small? You need to start figuring out, doing your homework now, what's around you and where you're going to be treated best. And the way you can figure that out is doing a little bit of research on that bank's business model. And every bank has a business model. They are not the same. You need to start taking a look at who this bank is catering to. Who are they most focused on? And you can tell this by their mission statements. You can tell this by the type of products they offer. Some of these banks don't offer any secure credit cards. They don't offer personal loans or any significant personal loans. They don't offer motorcycle, boat loans, lot loans. They offer very restrictive mortgage loans. They may have low deposit rates on their savings accounts and CDs. They don't have high deposit rates. You're going to have other institutions that have a wide variety of loan products, but they don't, and they're going to have great deposit rates, but they only have 4 branches. And, you may be living a lifestyle where you need access across state lines or in different cities. There's going to be some institutions that don't have many forms of transfer methods, and you need to move money back and forth. Or you may have bills set up in that account that you need to transfer money in to be able to catch those bills. And that institution doesn't allow for external transfers from outside institutions. There are so many nuances to selecting the proper banking relationship. If you ask yourself these questions and do a little bit of research on these companies' websites, maybe stop into an institution, call them up on the phone, ask a handful of questions, you can get a better understanding of what they're offering and who they're looking to cater to. Because some of these institutions are only focused on middle class and higher clients. They're looking for more affluent clients. They're focused on people who have 75, 150,000 in deposits or more. Some institutions, if you have $1,000 in an account with them, you're treated like a king or a queen. They have a ton of different loan products to fit all of your needs. Some of these institutions are going to give you the opportunity to join their institution with, the bare minimum. Some of them, they're going to pull your credit before you can join them. There's so many different things you need to consider. And these are the type of questions that I need you to start taking notes and jotting down so that you can put yourself in the best position, because your bank is literally going to be the medium between you earning your money, receiving that money, and deploying that money. And the more efficient that institution is, the more efficient your finances can be. Your banking relationship is the center hub to your entire financial setup. So that means whether you're looking to get your direct deposit from work, Social Security benefits, dividends from investments, you're looking to get into investing, whatever the case may be, all of that money is going to flow in and out through your banking relationship. And if you don't do your due diligence, you're not going to get the efficiency that you need to get that money moved back and forth properly, which can cost you time and cost you money. You're not going to get the extended benefits of having those deposit relationships or having those convenience relationships within that institution that would allow you to get value on your money for your relationship, which can also be money you're throwing out of the window or leaving on the table. It's very important to understand your financial avatar so you can select the financial institution or institutions that are going to complement you the best, so you can make the most out of every single dollar that you're working so hard for. I hope these questions and this layout gave you context. Do not bite into the Main Street rumors about, big banks are bad, small banks have better deposit rates, they pay you more for your money. These are black and white nuances that are trivial in the bigger picture of what's going to serve you best. You have most likely totally different needs than the next person. So just taking somebody's opinion from their experiences, or even worse off, the rumors they heard from somebody else, can put you in a position where you end up with an institution putting all of that infrastructure together and not getting any value for it or enough value for it, or locking your money away in a way that doesn't allow you to access it the way you need to, or not get the return on it that you deserve to get. So many different forms of functionality and flow from your banking institution And you need to be doing your due diligence properly. And I hope I gave you context in this video on how you can do that due diligence effectively. Before we get out of here, I want you to take a second and drop down in the comments what your banking relationships are like currently, the pros and cons of your banking relationships. Are you thinking about switching banks? Are you in love with the bank you have, and why? I want you to drop down below so we can continue the conversation and give those who may be trying to figure this out more context and answer more of each other's questions. I'm going to continue to upload content around this because again, relationship banking is so essential to your financial stability and well-being. So as always, to all my returning guests, thank y'all for coming back. To all my new guests, welcome in. I hope you enjoyed the content. I want you guys to stay focused, stay in motion. I'll see y'all soon.